Hi friends! Welcome to Kitchen Princess Bamboo Japanese Everyday Food. Today I'm going to be making pumpkin bread. I've been making this recipe at this time of the year. I have some more meal prep video but set aside for the pumpkin bread. I love making them because of the shape. How adorable it is. Kids love it. It might take a little bit longer time to shape it, but totally worth it. And it is so delicious. Fluffy and sweet, but not too sweet. Served with roasted pork or chicken, that would be so nice for the autumn table. I found some videos making into pumpkin shapes with the kitchen strings, and I gave it a try as well. Let's see what happens in the end. Let's get started. You can use pumpkin or squash, whatever you have on your hand. First, let's cook the pumpkin. I am using the Japanese kabocha squash. If you don't want to use the microwave, steam or boil in the pot. While cooking, let's prepare the ring mold. Grease inside with the butter. Wrap your finger with the plastic wrap and take a generous amount of butter and grease the inside. Crack your egg and beat until the yolks and egg white well combined. We need 30 grams and save the rest for the egg wash. Take off the skin from the pumpkin and keep the rest for the later use. We need 100 grams of pumpkin puree. If you are using a canned pumpkin puree, add less milk as I indicated. Today I also make sweet pumpkin bread. I mix the rest of the kabocha squash puree with the white bean paste. I make it into a cylinder and wrap in a plastic and set aside. Mix all the wet ingredients together. Add bread flour and salt and sugar in a bowl and mix well. Add instant dry yeast and mix. I always told you salt and sugar might deactivate the yeast, so do not add at the same time. Add wet ingredients into dry in 2 to 3 parts and mix to combine. Add more milk if needed. When you hold the dough, and if the consistency is like Play-Doh, it is okay to proceed. Take out onto the working surface and start kneading. Do you remember my kneading position of the feet and shoulders? Watch my cream pan video. After 3 to 4 minutes of kneading, the dough becomes elastic and smooth like this. And when you pinch the dough and it stretches like paper thin, the time to add the butter. When you add the butter, the dough will fall apart, but it comes together in a couple of minutes. After adding the butter, the dough becomes more elastic and shiny like this. Shape it into a ball and put it back in the bowl. Cover with plastic and let it rise until double in bulk at the warm place. It took 50 minutes at 30 degrees Celsius. Let me check the fermentation went right or not. Poke the dough with your dusted forefinger in the center. The dough stays as it is, it's okay to go. If the hole shrinks, leave 10 minutes longer. Divide the dough into 4 pieces of 60 grams and leave the rest. Shape into balls and cover with wrap to prevent from drying. To make a small pumpkin, take 1 60-gram dough and shape into a log. Cut into 6 equal portions. Shape into a ball and put them in a prepared ring. The dough is so small, it's not easy to stretch the surface, but have fun with that. Maybe your kids love to help. For larger pumpkin, I'm using 12 cm in diameter cake tin We need 12 pieces of 15 grams dough. Keep the rest for the tasting. This is how I tried the pumpkin-shaped bread with the kitchen strings. This is 30 grams of dough with 20 grams pumpkin and white bean paste inside. Take a 1 meter long string. Soak in oil to prevent from sticking. Get your string around the dough and cross on top and go another way to go around and repeat 2 more times and tie it loosely on top. Line them on a baking tray and cover with the plastic wrap to prevent from drying. Leave it on a warm place about 30 minutes until double in bulk. Brush the egg on the surface. Put it in a 190 degrees Celsius oven for 10 minutes or until golden brown on the surface. Rotate the pan halfway through. How adorable they are! But here's the problem. How can I take out the strings? Snip off the strings at the bottom and top and take out like pulling out. I have a feeling that this method will not go well, but not too bad. Take a look at the small pumpkins. It looks so good. The small pumpkin bread takes 10 minutes to bake, but the larger pumpkin takes 50 minutes to cook through, so leave it another 5 to 6 minutes in the oven and reduce the heat to 160 degrees Celsius. For the small pumpkin, stick in a skin cut into strings in the center. To make it more attractive, apply butter while still hot. The butter makes it shine and make it even more flavorful. It looks so gorgeous. Let me taste it. Take out one from the small pumpkin and you can see how fluffy it is. Some of you asked me about how can I keep the fluffiness for the next couple of days. The homemade bread has no additives, of course, so the homemade bread just keep the fluffiness until the next day. If you want to keep more extended days, just freeze it. Or I recommend the overnight method. When you finish kneading the dough, keep in the fridge overnight 8 hours to 15 hours. Longer proofing time makes the long-lasting dough. You have to eat in 2 days in any ways. I keep the bread for the next day, but I always freeze it for the rest of the bread. Take it out from the freezer 1 to 2 hours before you eat and reheat in the warm oven. It is just like a freshly baked from the oven. My pumpkin bread is really good for upcoming holidays and of course Halloween party. Give it a try and let me know how you like it. Thank you for watching the video. Give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more delicious Japanese recipes. And tap the bell icon to be the first to know my new video is updated. Follow me on my social media and tag me on your post if you give it a try. And in case you are wondering what I'm using in my video, you can check that out on my store on Amazon. They have pretty much everything that I'm using in my video. And go to my website for more information and printable recipes. I put the order link in the description box below. Thanks again and I will see you soon. Bye!